Hey guys, how's things? So, it's been like 3 weeks since I've done a proper pickup video. I did my little one for the car boot on Sunday obviously. But yeah, basically I bought quite a bit of stuff for the last 3 weeks and I thought it was about time I did a video. Because yeah, it was getting a little bit out of hand. Yeah, I'm just looking at the pile and it's like, damn, what am I doing? But you know, I didn't spend too much, so it's not that bad. So yeah, I'll just crack straight on because it's going to be quite a long video otherwise. I've got a couple of modern things to show you and then I'll crack on with the retro stuff. So first up, first game I bought recently is The Bourne Conspiracy on the PlayStation 3. So of course you're all probably thinking, well, you bought that on the Xbox 360, and I did. So what happened was I got it on the 360 because I really wanted to play the game, so I went down to Cash Generators and picked a copy up. Didn't really check it that well, got it home. When I got it home, I realised that the actual artwork inside the cover was badly water damaged. It was destroyed basically, it was all wrinkled up and it was just crap. So I was like, oh Christ. So I was going to just buy another copy on the Xbox because I played the game, absolutely loved it and I thought it was bloody brilliant. But being the way I am, I like my multi-platform games to be on a PlayStation 3. I just prefer the PlayStation 3 experience, it's just the way I like to play my games. So I got this version on the PlayStation 3. Now, I mean this, by the way, I think it was like £2.50 including postage. It was really cheap. I got it off Amazon and it's mint condition. The disc isn't scratched or anything. It's immaculate. It's just, yeah, it's cracking. But yeah, so I've got something I want to ask you guys about this now. Now this game, if I remember right, let's just check. It was 2008 apparently this came out. So this was like a year after the PlayStation was released in the UK. I know that originally a lot of the original PlayStation 3 games were considered to be pretty bad ports and that the Xbox 360 versions were much superior, were much better than the PlayStation versions of the games. So what happened was I played it on the Xbox 360. Now with the 360, when I play games on there, first thing I do is always install the games to the hard drive because the DVD drive is so bloody noisy. Even though I've got a slim model, the DVD drive is still noisy and it drives me crazy when I try and play games. So I install to the hard drive so that it doesn't have to access the disc that much. So played the game, no problem at all, went straight through it, brilliant. Get the PlayStation version and it has one of those ridiculous mandatory installs, which drives me crazy because it takes forever to do it. You know, 10-15 minutes you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and it gets done. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I was aware, the mandatory install on PlayStation 3 games is to cut down on loading times. I hope that's right. I mean, that's what I've always understood it to be. If it isn't, then fair enough, but that's what I've understood it to be. I played this, right, and every now and again, you would get mid-level loading. You'd be running through the level, the game would freeze, it'd say loading in the corner, and you'd wait a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and then the game would continue. And it did this several times. Now, the 360 never did this once. Now, I've installed both games to the hard drive. I know that, I'm assuming anyway, with the PlayStation, you don't install the whole thing to the PlayStation hard drive. You only install certain parts in order to make the loading quicker. I don't know much about the technical side, I'm just guessing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering if that's a common factor with older games, that they're pretty badly done in that way. And another thing I noticed, and it is just, you know, it's hard to say because I can't do a side-by-side comparison. But I swear to God, the Xbox 360 version looks better graphically. It looks really sharp and bright, and the colours look better, and everything just looks really nice. And there'll probably be a lot of people watching this video going, yeah, it does. But I don't know. I mean, usually when I watch videos online and they have the split comparison screen, I can't tell the difference to me. They look the same. Maybe one of them, maybe the PlayStation looks a little bit brighter than the Xbox, or the Xbox looks a little brighter than the PlayStation. But I can never really see much difference in terms of the actual overall graphical effect and the detail and everything. I don't know, beyond me. But I don't know. I was just really disappointed when I played that, and it started making me think I should just buy cross-platform games on 360 instead. And I know it's like 2012 now, so it's 4 years on, and the PlayStation games are getting better with the ports. But yeah, I don't know. I just think I'm going to stick with Xbox. Plus, to be quite honest, the PlayStation, as much as I absolutely love that console, it is my favourite system this generation. When it comes to gaming, it's so frustrating with the updates, the constant patches that take forever to download, and then you have to install them, which takes forever. Then you got mandatory installs. It takes forever just to get into a game sometimes, and it drives me nuts. With the Xbox, you load it up because there's an update. Do you want to do that? Download it, yes or no? Yeah, go on then. And it goes, done, reset, bang, you're in the game. So it's kind of annoying that PlayStation's got that problem. It's the only thing that lets the machine down in my eyes. But yeah, anyway, so there you go. That's the Bourne Conspiracy. Really great game, as I said before. When I bought the 360 version, I love it. So next up, I bought. Now I got this game, and this is basically a game that when it was coming out on the 360, I was like, yeah, I really want to get that. It looks brilliant, and it's something that I'll definitely be interested in. However, when it got released, I sort of went a bit lukewarm on it, and I wasn't that interested, and I don't know why actually. It's kind of strange. I sort of just lost interest quickly, and I couldn't really justify the price to myself, even though it wasn't full price £40. I think it was. I'm not sure. I think it was about £30 when it came out. I'm thinking 25, but I'm pretty certain it was 30 when it first came out. I don't know. It's been a while anyway. But yeah, and then eventually it dropped down to £15 on Amazon. And I was very tempted, and it went in my basket and out of my basket a few times. And I just kept putting it off and putting it off. And then a couple of weeks ago, it came up and they were selling it for £8.99. So I had to buy it because you can't say no at that price. And it is Halo Combat Evolved, the Anniversary Edition. And I'm a massive Halo fan. I love Halo, especially Halo, the first one, Combat Evolved. It's just my favourite game. It's brilliant. And I've really, really enjoyed this because, my God, the graphics, the way they've upgraded them is just unbelievable. But more importantly, the sound, the remastered audio is just absolutely sublime. The sound effects, the music's just, it's just absolutely quite. If you love the original game, you need to own this if you haven't got it already. Because, you know, if you've been putting off buying it like myself because you think, is it really worth the money? It really is. It's definitely worth the money. Especially £8.99 as well. You can't say no to that. So get on Amazon and buy it. It's brilliant. So yeah, the interesting experience I've had playing Halo again, because it's been a while since I've played the first one. And it's sort of like there's positives and negatives. One good thing is that it's got medical packs, which I love because I hate the current generation of regenerating health. It drives me nuts, that does it. I think for one, it makes the games too easy, and two, it just pisses me off because I constantly find myself holding me on a wall, just sitting there going like that, waiting. Right, I'm regen. Okay, I can run back out now and fight. And sometimes it goes against you because if the AI is really good, they'll just walk up and shoot you in the face while you're trying to regen your health. It's just a really shit idea. I've never liked it. And I've never liked the fact that when the screen goes black and white or blood red, you can't see what the hell's going on. It really frustrates me. Sometimes, some games, it takes forever to regen. I don't like it. I've always preferred health packs. They're more tactical, makes the game a little bit more challenging. And you have to really think about what you're doing and reserve your health. And I like that a lot. So Halo, big win on that one. The only negative I've got with Halo 1 is that the levels are absolutely massive, and I forgot how large they are. And they take forever to get through. It's ridiculous. And the problem I had was I found on the one level I was playing it for like an hour solid, and then I had to come off the Xbox and go and do some stuff around the house. And because I did that, and there are checkpoints throughout the level, it doesn't save at the checkpoint, and I didn't know this. So I came back next day and I thought, right, I'll crack on, get that level finished. And I had to start right from the beginning of the level, so I had to do it all again. I was like, oh, for Christ's sake. So yeah, that was really irritating. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm stuck at the moment in the bit just past the snow levels. The bit where you have to climb this tower to get an antenna or something. There's like hunters, and the hunters are kicking the shit out of me. It's really frustrating. And I constantly keep running out of health and can't find medical packs anywhere. So that's a negative of the medical packs. Sometimes you can't find them. And if you're low on health, it's a bitch. And, you know, I'm low on health. I've got no ammunition. I'm just like going, I'm getting frustrated. And then I get smacked in the face by one of them twats with a sword. So, yeah. But overall, it's absolutely brilliant. Halo Anniversary is quality. They did an absolutely great job updating it. And it's Industries. It's 343 Industries. I can never remember exactly what their title is. But if this is what they can do with a classic game and update it, I can't wait to see what they do with Halo 4 and put their own stamp on it. Because I thought the demo at E3, as short as it was, looked amazing. So that's going to be really, really cool. Yeah, so next up, I bought a game for the 360. And this is a game that I had on PlayStation before. And I got it when it first came out. I got it really cheap on eBay. I got lucky. I got it for like, I think it was £30 at the time. It literally just came out the same week. And I managed to get it for 30 quid, so I was well happy. But I sold it on when I played it through. Not because I didn't like it, I absolutely loved it, I thought the game was brilliant, but I sold it on just to get some money back at the time, and I thought, I'll just buy it back in the future. So it came on Amazon the other day at £21, so I had to pick it up, and I got it on 360 this time, and it is Modern Warfare 3. Absolutely bloody brilliant. Played through it last couple of days, and it's just great. This is now my second playthrough from beginning to end, and I love it. I really like the story. I like the character performances. I absolutely love the level design, the pacing. It's just perfect. Everything's absolutely brilliant in it. I love the African levels because they remind me of the North African levels on Call of Duty 2, and it's just a really nice atmosphere, and it's just brilliant. Everything looks really nice, plays really well. It's a lot of fun. The levels aren't too long; they're just short and snappy. It's just great. It's a really, really quality game. And for me now, I've decided that, well, not decided, they just are. My favourite Call of Duties are Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I like Call of Duty 4, great game. I like Black Ops, great game. But they don't stack up against Call of Duty 2 and Modern Warfare 3 in my opinion. They just don't. Of course, for anybody who comes across this video randomly, I don't play multiplayer, I have no interest. I only play single player, so I'm only judging the games on the story. But yeah, Modern Warfare 3, bloody brilliant game. And recently, I had a clear out of PlayStation games. I sold a load of them, mainly because there was certain games that I had which I knew I was never going to go back and play, and I couldn't be bothered to play. So I got rid of games like Enslaved, Castlevania, all of the Call of Duty games that I had on PlayStation 3 have gone. So that's like Black Ops, World at War, Call of Duty 4, yeah, Modern Warfare 2, which is a pile of crap anyway, so I don't really care. So yeah, I just sold them all. And they all went to a guy in Malaysia, which is a bit mental, but there you go. So I had to clear out, and then I went and bought Modern Warfare 3 for Xbox, so yeah, where's the logic? But I'm glad I got it because it's a great game. So, next up, and these are the last couple of modern games. That's better. Right, okay. So, there's two games that have come out recently in the last couple of months. One that didn't come out too long ago, actually. And I really wanted to play them. I've been dying to get them, but I'm not willing to pay £40 for them. I was waiting for them to drop down in price. And so I kept checking eBay and Amazon and just keep waiting to see what the prices were. Checking on Google to find out what other shops are selling them for. And one of them was dropped, but it's still around about 25 quid. So I wanted to wait a little bit more, just see if it dropped a little bit more. And then the other night I got lucky. I just happened to check on eBay, sorry. Did a quick search for newly listed items on eBay. This popped up, and I got Max Payne 3, and it's still sealed because it arrived yesterday, so I've not played it yet. I'm really looking forward to playing this game, but when I saw the reviews, and I've seen people on YouTube talk about it as well, and consistently the same complaints come up about the game, so I didn't want to pay £40 for it. I wanted to make sure that I got it for a reasonable price, because if it's crap, I won't be disappointed as much. If I paid 40 quid, I didn't like it, I'd be gutted. So, but I got that for a buy now of $19.99, so half price. Can't argue with that at all. I had to buy it. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, when I've played it, I will do a video anyway. One of those what I've been playing videos, so I can talk about it more. But I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into that shortly. But before I play that, I'm going to be playing this, and this is the one game I've been waiting for ages. Since it was announced, I just thought this game looked amazing. I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. Then when they released the demo, I was so impressed with the demo. I thought it was brilliant. And I know Lukey Wookie 1234 was really impressed with this game. Not so much the gameplay as such. He said it was decent, but it was more the story. And he said if you're into story-driven games and you like characters and things, then this is for you. And that's the kind of thing I enjoy. So I picked up Spec Ops: The Line, and this is also sealed. It's literally arrived a couple of hours ago. So I'll be starting playing this tonight. I can't wait to get stuck in. It's going to be great. And I got really lucky with this. At the moment, this one, from what I've seen, is hovering around about £30, including postage on Amazon. Can't stop saying bloody Amazon, on eBay. Yeah, around 30 quid on eBay with postage. Amazon, I haven't checked for a couple of days, but last time I checked it was like $34.99, so, or 95, whatever, 35 quid. I managed to get this by pure luck the other night. I happened to check on eBay, and I saw a guy who had two copies on two individual auctions that were about to end. They had like 10 minutes each left. First one ended, it went for £23, bargain price. I mean, you can't argue with that at all. I got this copy, there was one bid on it. I bid in the last couple of 10 seconds, I chucked a bid in, expecting to get outbid. I won it for £19. I was like, what? I honestly thought that the seller was not going to let me have it. The starting bids on these games, on the two auctions, were £18. So I did really well. 19 quid for Spec Ops: The Line. You can't argue with that. So yeah, when I've played Max Payne 3 and Spec Ops: The Line, I'll do a video and I'll talk about them, because they're two games that I'm really excited to try out, and I want to give my opinions. So there you go, guys. That is the current generation stuff. Now onto the retro. Now this is going to be all Master System, so if you're not interested in Master System, I totally understand. But it is a new system to me, and it's something I've been buying a lot of games for, so I want to talk about it. So you'll know I bought Model 1 Master System a while ago, and I bought the system just because I'd never owned one, never really had an interest in the system, and 3 people on YouTube, Ninja Bear Hug, Mewtwo and Tutti UK, are massive fans of this system, and they really got me interested from watching their videos. And I knew that Ninja Bear Hug himself had never owned one, and he just picked one up randomly, and when he tried it he liked it, and he bought the games for it, and he ended up getting a full set. He was that impressed with the machine. So I thought, well, if it, I said in my previous video, I was quite impressed that someone could buy the console and be that hooked. So I thought, well, give it a try. Got the system really cheap, really happy with it, absolutely brilliant. I've got to say, I absolutely love the Master System. I don't know what it is about the system, because I bought the NES, I've had a couple of NES systems, I've played on them, and I like the games, they're good, but they didn't pull me in. The Master System, I turned it on, and it's got Safari Hunt and Super Hang-On built into it. I put Hang-On on, and I was just like, this is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, great graphics, great music, the gameplay is good. I don't know, it just sort of sucked me in. I was like really, really impressed, because I wasn't expecting much from an 8-bit Sega. I thought, well, I don't know, I mean, the NES, the games look alright, but they don't look amazing. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I can play 8-bit games, but I was really, really impressed. I thought it was an absolutely brilliant system. So yeah, I was really chuffed to buy a Master System, and I've not been disappointed with the system since. And the good thing was, when I had them bought the system originally, I did the video, showed it off, and I mentioned in the video I was thinking about getting it modded for 50-60 Hz. And Tutti UK, the top bloke that he is, he offered to do it for free for me. So I mean, what an absolute geezer. I mean, obviously I cover the postage there and back, because it's not fair that he just does everything for free. But yeah, Tutti UK, mate, thank you. You're an absolute geezer. He did a really, really great job, and I was surprised how fast he did it as well. I wasn't expecting it to be so quick. Literally, he turned it around in 24 hours and sent it back out to me, and it looked brilliant. The 60 Hz is cracking. I love it. So thanks, Stu. Really appreciate you doing that, mate. Top notch. So yeah, the good thing was, and this was amazing, Stu, and I've just realised I forgot to pick something up. But when he sent the console back to me, he sent a couple of extras, which I couldn't believe. I wasn't expecting this. He sent me a magazine, a Nintendo 64 magazine, which is over there. I won't get up and go and pick it up, but trust me, it's really cool. And it's from 1997, just after the machine had launched, which was really cool. And a quick point as well, which I thought was interesting. I was reading the letters page in the magazine, and that one was, I can't remember when the magazine came out. It was literally like about 3 months after the launch of the N64, and I didn't notice at the time, but people were sending in complaint letters because apparently the console launched at £250, and 3 months later they dropped the price to £150. So obviously people were proper pissed off. I can't believe they did that, and it just made me laugh because it reminded me of the 3DS. I mean, it wasn't such a severe drop, but still, it just showed Nintendo like to do that. I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, also Stu sent me some loose games for my Sega Master System to try out, which I thought was bloody brilliant because I wasn't expecting anything extra. So I'll just show you what he sent me, guys. He sent me a good stack of games, and he sent me, first one up is Smash TV. I really like this. Great version of the game. I've always liked Smash TV anyway, and I put this in, I was just like addicted. It's really, really, really fun. Great game. He sent me Super Kickoff. Really good version of this. I mean, this is, to me, it's an Amiga game, It's not a console game, but it translates really well to the Master System and handles really well. Next one is Action Fighter. Hard-ass game. It reminds me of Spy Hunter in a way. And it's essentially that top-down view of the car, and the car can transform as well and get upgrades. But it's proper rapid when you push up and move, and it's so fast, and it's just like, and you're trying to shoot the cars and dodge the walls, and I kept just smashing my car into the wall. It's rock hard. But I persevered and I got better at it, and it's really, really fun. Next one is World Grand Prix. I'm pretty certain I've tried this one out, but I can't remember much about it, so I'm going to have to play this one again. But I'm pretty sure I liked it anyway. I haven't found a Master System game that I don't like, which is weird. I thought there'd be one by now that I'd find that I thought was crap or just not very good, but I haven't. It gave me Asterix. Really cool little platformer. I do like it. Platformers seem to work really well on this system. Really nice game. And the cool one he sent me was Castle of Illusion Mickey Mouse. Really nice. I must admit, I do like this. It's a cracking version of the game. Always been a big fan of the Mega Drive version, so to play it on an 8-bit system to see how they downgraded it, it looks really, really nice. So yeah, thank you, Stu. Really nice of you to do that, mate, and I really appreciate it. It's great to have a stack of games to try out, so quality. So next up, I got a couple of things from a good friend Mewtwo, really top bloke on YouTube, and Alan sent over a couple of games to me recently. Really nice of him to do this, and really impressed. He sent me Loose Carter Trivial Pursuit. I've not played this yet because I only got it yesterday, so I've not had a chance to try it, because I am currently playing another game on the Master System, and I want to try and play a game at a time, because I found at the beginning I was flicking between games all the time, and I want to make sure I try and play a game and stick with it. And next up, yesterday with Trivial Pursuit, he sent me a box copy of Strider, which is absolutely bloody brilliant, because I can't wait to play this. Alan did say it isn't as good as the Mega Drive version, but still, I'm really looking forward to playing it anyway, and it's really cool. And there you go, all complete. I'll be careful because the manuals fall out of these boxes really easily, and pop the bubble wrap out, and there's a cartridge. So yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant. Thank you, mate. And previously, the other week, Alan sent me a game to try out the card slot on my Master System, because I hadn't got anything to try the card slot, and it wasn't something I'd actually thought about until Alan actually mentioned it, and he said, "Oh, I've got a spare card game, I'll send over to you." So I was like, brilliant. And he sent me a copy of Super Tennis, and Alan said he wasn't that impressed with this game, but I actually quite liked it. I thought it was pretty decent myself. It works really well, and it plays well, and it looks pretty nice and all. The card just fell out. Oh, I said the problem with these bloody cases, they don't hold things properly. I found that, especially the instructions, they tend to fall out really easily. But yeah, thank you, Alan, mate. Really, really appreciate you doing that. Top notch. So yeah, I mean, as always, guys, I will put links in the description below for Alan, Stuart, and also for Ninja Bear Hug as well, because they're all top people. And if you've not seen them by now, you definitely need to check out their channels, because they're absolutely brilliant. Right, okay, so onto the stack of games that I've bought myself for the Master System recently. And I was going to write a price list down of what I paid for these, but I can't remember exactly. The majority of them I won on auction for 99 pence, because I seem to get very lucky with a lot of auctions. A couple of them I bought from Amazon for a couple of quid. That was before I started realising that you need to go on auctions with Master System games and just ignore buy nows and ignore Amazon. Just go with auctions on eBay, and you will win a lot of games for 99 pence or £1. So that's what I've been doing recently, and I've been getting some cracking deals. So, I mean, I don't even know where to start here. Right. I have picked up quite a few games, so be prepared. So these are no particular order, because I couldn't be bothered to work out. I was going to do it like the crap ones first and leave the good ones to the end. I'll just show them as they are. So they're all complete as well. First one is Double Dragon, which I got from Amazon. Unfortunately, the case is damaged there. I didn't know that until the plastic's down, so I will have to replace it at some point. So it is all complete as well. I played this really, really good. I loved Double Dragon as a kid anyway, and I thought the Master System version is really good actually. It looks really nice, plays really well. It's tough, I mean it definitely challenges you, but it's a lot of fun, good game, and not a bad version at all. And yeah, I'm really, really impressed with the Master System actually. I just think the graphics and that look really good. And some of the games, the music is absolutely superb. Not at all what I'd expect from an 8-bit machine. They've done a really, really nice job on it. I know like the NES is renowned for having great audio, but as I don't know much about the Master System, I didn't have high expectations, and I've been really, really impressed. Next one I got was, I believe I got this one from Amazon as well, and it's also got a damaged case, so that's kind of put me off buying from Amazon. It is the fantastic Shinobi. This is brilliant. I was playing this the other night, and what a great port. I remember from when I was a kid that this got a reputation for being a good port of the game. Bloody things, everything's fine, isn't there? Yeah, it's all complete. There's the other leaflet. I might just stop opening them up because they're a pain in the arse, they keep falling out. But yeah, Shinobi, really nice port of the game. I really like this a lot. Plays really well. It's a lot easier than the arcade game. I find that with the arcade version, when I play it on MAME and things, I just can't get past that first boss. I can't work out the pattern of his fire, and I just get hit a lot and die, and it really pisses me off. But yeah, I got about the 3rd or 4th level on this one. I think I got to the other night, so I was quite impressed with that. And I love the fact that it's got the bonus stage with the ninja stars when the ninjas jumping forward and you have to zap them. I love that. Bloody brilliant. Yeah, really, really nice portion over. Then I picked up a game. I got it from eBay. I was just trying to think where I got this from. I can't even remember how much I paid for this on auction. It was literally a couple of quid, it wasn't a lot. But it is a must-have classic, and it is R-Type. I've always heard this is a great port. I know that the PC Engine is supposed to be the best version, and I played that version and it is bloody brilliant. But I have to say, this is a really faithful conversion of the original. And the music, the sound in the Master System, when it's used well, it is absolutely brilliant. I was so impressed with the rendition of the soundtrack for this game. The graphics are fantastic. It does a really nice appearance, especially on the first level. That bit where you go inside the building and the background changes and it goes from dark and you get all the blue. It looks really nice. The only problem I've got with this game is the sprite flicker, which is a pain in the arse, especially on level 2's boss with the hearts. The sprite flicker on that thing that travels around is murder, but you know, I can put up with it. But yeah, really nice version of R-Type, love it to bits. The cover's sun faded, unfortunately, and this is the dangerous thing, because the games are so cheap. You could get into the point where you just go, I'm going to replace it, and then you end up just constantly replacing games and it costs more money. So I'm not going to bother. It is sun faded, it is a shame, but it didn't cost me a lot, so I don't mind. You know, the only console I'm really paranoid is the Super Nintendo. Really, that's the only one I'm mega paranoid because it's my favourite system. But yeah. So next up, I actually picked up a cartridge version of Super Tennis. This was from a guy who was selling a ton of games, and I bought quite a few games from him. I believe this was 99p because I bought quite a few games from him for 99p. It is all complete, nice condition as well. The manual's in decent condition. As I said, I've got the card version there that Alan gave me as well, and I actually really like this. I think it's a cracking little game. I'm looking forward to trying some of the other games like Wimbledon as well, because I hear that one's supposed to be pretty decent. But yeah, Super Tennis cartridge version. Put those over there. So that's the first 4. Next lot. Okay, next bunch, what we got here? Oh yeah, right, okay. So first up we got Tom and Jerry the movie. I bet you're thinking, what the hell? I know I was when I bought it. I was like, what is this going to be like? It's actually pretty decent. I was expecting to hate this game, but it's alright actually. There you go. It didn't seem bad at all. Basically what it is, like Alan said, he said it was like Prince of Persia, and he's absolutely bang on. That's exactly what I thought when I first played the game. The idea of the game is that you play Tom and you're chasing Jerry from the left to the right of the screen, and there's like platforms in the way and you have to climb over stuff, and when he climbs exactly like the bloke from Prince of Persia, and it becomes more challenging per level, so there are more obstacles in your way. And I'm on a level, I think it's about the 2nd or 3rd, I think it's probably the 3rd level, it wasn't very far in, where the screen moves with you and you have to really get up the platforms quickly, and I found that Tom doesn't react that fast to the actions of the joypad, and so I was getting caught by the screen quite a lot and I was getting frustrated. But it's actually pretty decent. It's a nice looking game. The graphics are really impressive on this, so yeah, nice game. Next up is a game I've not played yet, because as I say, I'm trying to play game by game at the moment, not just keep flicking between them, and it is Bonanza Brothers. I remember seeing Marcus X-File 2708 did a gameplay for the Xbox version, really, for the Mega Drive version, and it did look really cool at the time, so I'll be interested to see what this is like on the Master System. I mean, looking at the back of it, the graphics look really decent. It looks like a nice version of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Bonanza Brothers. Now, I haven't played this one either. I've played a lot of these games, just a couple I haven't got around to playing yet. And this one is Olympic Gold Barcelona 92. I'm assuming this one, because it's got multiple events, it's got on the back hammer, archery, 110 metre hurdles. This is going to be one of them you just tap the buttons like that to make them run and stuff and to throw shit. I assume that's how it's going to work. That's how the 8-bit games used to work. Lovely condition as well for the manual. I know a lot of these Master System games, I find that the manuals are the worst thing. They seem to be really dog-eared and curled up. This one's immaculate. So yeah, I'll tell you what I think when I've played it anyway. It looks pretty interesting. It's just a sports game essentially. Next up is Desert Speed Trap featuring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. This is really nice, beautiful graphics. It's a platform game with Roadrunner, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty fast, pretty nippy. I did find that when I was playing it, Roadrunner's quite loose, and I found him hard to control. His jumps were quite floaty, and it was a bit ridiculous really. But it was overall pretty decent game. Really nice graphics on it, I must admit. I was really impressed with the graphics. Yeah, cracking game. Next one, a game I really liked a lot, and this is the McDonald's game, Global Gladiators. This is brilliant. And this is basically a platform game where you have to collect little M's. And you have to collect a certain amount each level to get to progress to the next level. And then you have to go and find Ronald McDonald and he lets you out a level. Lovely condition, nice manual. And it's brilliant, the graphics look great, the gameplay is really good. The characters took a bit getting used to because again, like Roadrunner, he's very floaty. And I was trying, it took me a minute just to get used to the controls, but once I did, it's brilliant. You basically eliminate enemies with this like goo gun thing, I don't know what it is, but you just shoot this goo and shoot the enemies. And it's cracking. And the really interesting thing was I played this game, and as soon as I put it on, I thought to myself, this would make a really good Amiga game. I can just imagine the rainbow backgrounds and the music and everything, and it just played and felt like an Amiga game. Not actually knowing it was released on the Commodore Amiga, I had no clue that it was on the Amiga. And I happened to mention it in an email to Alan, and after I sent the email to Alan, I did a bit of Googling, found out it was on the Amiga, so I sent another one, said to Alan, it is on the Amiga. I was like, no way. I was really shocked because I didn't know, and it's weird how I could just play a game and just go, this would make a really good Amiga game. And it was, so there you go. So I will be getting it on the 500 at some point because I have to play the Amiga version now and see how it works, see if they did a good job on it. Right, next pile, how many is that so far? That's 4, that's 9 so far. Right, next lot. Okay, next stack, I've got Sonic the Hedgehog. I got this for £1 and 4p with £1 for shipping, so £2, 4p in total, which is an absolute bargain. Can't argue with that at all. There you go. This is absolutely bloody brilliant. Ninja Bear Hug said this is his favourite version of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'll probably agree. I love the Mega Drive game now. I've really got into that one, but this one, absolutely brilliant. This is better because it's more platforming. It's not so much about the speed, and you have to collect lots of rings, and it's a lot more fun to play. And the music, I love the music. It's brilliant. But I'm stuck on the 4th stage, I think it is. It's like the one after the jungle where you're in the water. Water and platformers don't go with me. I just find them really difficult, but it's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to stick with it and progress. I'm going to do it. I'm determined to finish it because it's such a great game, and it just plays really well. You've got loads of control over Sonic as well. When you jump in the air, you can flick him back. You can sort of jump and come out like that, and it doesn't feel like you're going to drop him down the hole. It's a really good game. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I've got Sonic 2, which I showed you in the previous video. I love that game as well, but Sonic 1's better. Sonic 2, I like it, but the hang glider drives me nuts. I don't understand how to use it properly, but Sonic 1, brilliant game. Next one I picked up, and I think this was about £1.50 or something, around that price. It wasn't very expensive. And it's a game called Assault City. Now, this is interesting because this is a light gun game from what I can see when I played it. But on the back, it doesn't say you can use the phaser. It just says control pad and control stick. But it is a light gun game. That's all it is. There's just stuff on the screen. You have to shoot it. So you just move the cursor around with your controller. And you just blast robots and mechs and things. It's pretty cool. Not a bad game at all. Nice graphics as well. But yeah, I don't know. If anyone knows, any of the Master System guys know, can you use a phaser with this? I assume you can. But as it doesn't say on the box you can, I don't know. But yeah, Assault City. So next up I have to pick this up. Now this one, I basically won a stack of games from another seller, and I won them all for 99p. I can't remember which ones I got from him, to be honest. I should have checked before. And this one was one of the last auctions that was ending on his shop. But at the same time, I also had another window open where I was buying Halo Anniversary on Amazon, and I completely forgot this was ending. And I went back and I was like, oh shit, I've missed it. So I sent him an email and I said, look, it didn't sell. Would you let me have it for 99p? And he went, yeah. And so he just sent me an invoice for all the games I'd won, plus Hang On. So I thought, what a great bloke. And I just told you what the game is, what a twat. Yeah, Super Hang On. I don't know why he called it Super Hang On, because it's just Hang On. I don't know. But Hang On. Really nice version. I like this a lot. This is really cool. It's bloody tough though. I'll tell you something. If you don't drop your gear down when you go around corners, you can crash quite easily. There you go, all complete. So yeah, Hang On's great. I got it on the machine itself anyway, but I had to get the cartridge. Next up, this might have been from the same bloke, I'm not too sure. And it is, I've got to get that off the front, I never noticed that, the Sega stickers on the front. Classic US Gold, gotta love them. And it is world class leaderboard. I've not had a chance to play this yet. This is one of the small amount of games I've not played yet. But it's a golf game, so, you know, I'm sure it'll be decent. All complete. Okay, so that's World Class Leader Wood. So I've not played it, so I don't know. It probably will be brilliant though. As I said, I've not found a game I don't like yet. You know, games like Tom and Jerry, which I expected to hate, absolutely brilliant. I love them. I don't know, the Master System for some reason has just really made a connection with me, and I absolutely adore the console. I think it's fantastic. Next one is a great game, Impossible Mission. I had this on. I'm going to say it's the 64, the Commodore 64. I assume that's what system I had it on as a kid. I don't know if this was on the Amiga as well. I always get confused as to which one I had the games on. I had too many games when I was a kid, that's the problem. But yeah, I've not tried to play this yet, but I know how it plays because I played it on the Commodore years ago, and it was really, really fun back then. So I'm looking forward to trying this there, yeah. Is that plastic or is that the... 1 second. Yeah. It's alright, it's wrinkled. No, actually it was the artwork, but it's not. It's the plastic on the case, it's wrinkled. I wasn't sure if the artwork was damaged then, but it's not water damaged or anything. So yeah, that's okay. Okay, so that's that one. Right, now on to the final stack of games that I bought recently for the Master System. Christ, where do I start? Alright. Okay, so I've got a few beauties in this one. This is probably the best stack. So first up I've got a game called Putt and Putter, which looks like Marble Madness on the back. I don't actually know what the hell it is. I mean, it's a miniature golf game according to the blurb on the back, but it looks like Marble Madness, so I'm not sure. But I'll let you know when I played it. And apparently it's only got 3 stages, 18 holes, so I wouldn't expect it to be too difficult. There you go. That's that one. Next up I've got World Soccer. This looks really good. I'm actually going to put this on the weekend, I think, because this actually looks pretty damn good. And I do a lot of football games. And it's not top down either, it's sort of like on the side view. So it looks like a FIFA type view. Like, is that isometric in it? I think that's what they called it. So that'd be quite interesting. There you go, all complete. So there aren't many games that I haven't played. I've dabbled with most of them, if not played them quite a lot. Next one, I've got Action Fighter, which, as I said earlier, 2 UK sent me a loose cart, and I thought it was great, even though I'm crap at it. So I got the box version. I'd actually won this before the Master System came back to me from 2 UK, so obviously I didn't know he was sending me any games, and then when I got a loose cart, I was like, oh cool, I can play it before the box game turns up. So there you go. And yeah, it's a cracking game, it's just really difficult. That's the only thing I will say I love about the Master System is that I found with the NES, the games were bloody hard. And they weren't challenging, they were just hard, and I got really frustrated with a lot of them, I couldn't get anywhere. The Master System's more challenging. I find that the games, they make me want to come back and keep trying until I actually get past the bit I'm stuck on and just keep progressing. And I like that a lot. It really, I love that 8-bit sensibility, that, you know, that the fun of it really, that I will not let the game defeat me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to beat it, and that's really good. I don't get pissed off, I just want to win. Next up I've got Speedball. Now, I've never ever played the original game on any machine, so I don't know how it plays. I've only played Speedball 2 on the Amiga, which is a bloody classic. So, I'm looking forward to popping this one in. I only got this like yesterday or the day before, I can't remember when it was. It came in recently anyway. And it's in great shape, and the manual's in smooth condition. So yeah, lovely. So, I'll be popping that on shortly. So I'm playing a game at the moment which I'm absolutely loving, and I want to finish before I start another one. Next one up is probably that one, Enduro Racer, which just recently came along with Speedball and some other games. So I've not played this one yet, and it looks brilliant. I've seen video of this and it looks really, really cool. It looks like sort of like Kickstart from when I was a kid, or like Trials on the Xbox and everything, that kind of game. So I'm interested to see what that's like. It should be really cool. There you go. I hate saying when I was a kid because that makes me sound really old. Anyway, next up is a game I had to buy. And it's a light gun game, so I need to buy a phaser. But they're not bloody cheap. I mean, you're talking about a £5, which is not a lot, but still. I didn't expect to pay that for a light gun. But anyway, I will get one. Operation Wolf. I've heard so many things about how good this version is, so I'm really looking forward to playing it. The interesting thing, guys, says in the back, you can play it with the control pad, the light phaser, right? Now, I tried playing it with the control pad, it don't work. You don't get a cursor or anything. You can't shoot anything. So I must be doing something wrong, or the game just doesn't allow you to play it properly like that. I don't know. A bit confused. There you go. So I'm just going to pick a phase up when I've got a bit of cash and play it. Operation Wolf. Not much I can say. It's just a classic. It's an absolutely brilliant game. One of my all-time favourite arcade games. So it had to be bought. Next one I got yesterday, which I've not had a chance to pop in yet, and it is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And there you go. I don't know how much I paid for this. It's only like about 152 quid or something like that. It wasn't a lot. I didn't pay much for it at all. I won it on auction the other night. There you go. I've played the Mega Drive game in the past, which I really enjoyed. Looking at the back of this, it is the same game. It's just downgraded to 8-bit. So it looks really, really good actually. So I'm really interested to see what this is like. I'm looking forward to popping it on. Right, so these last two. So first up is the game I'm currently playing. I'm absolutely loving to bits. RoboCop vs Terminator. Absolutely bloody brilliant game. It's fantastic. It's a really great version. There's 6 stages according to the back, and 2 nights ago I finally got through to the 6th stage, because the night before, stage 5, Ed 209 kicked my ass and I only had 1 life left and I died, and it really pissed me off. So I had another go 2 nights ago, got through to stage 6, did that. I was like, wow, there's no boss, that's weird. I must have completed the game. Oh no, there's another stage after that, and it comes up, and every stage it gives you an objective. So like the first stage, you've just got to get through the level. Second stage, you have to save hostages. The third stage, you have to take out all the security cameras. Fourth stage, you have to dodge all the toxic waste. Fifth stage, you have to destroy OCP offices and save the employees. And the 6th stage, I can't remember what the objective was on that one. But there's a lot of Terminators and you have to blast you open. It's a pain in the arse to get through that level, because you have to try and figure your way through it, and it's a real difficult one. But the stage after stage 6, the objective just says stay alive. And I was doing really well. I was getting through the level no problem. And I got to a bit where there's these platforms you have to jump between, and there's what looks like tree stumps in between the levels, and I mistimed my jump and landed on one, and it's my last life, and I was like, oh, for Christ's sake. And it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I'm not playing all 6 stages again. So I'm going to have to get back on it the weekend. But RoboCop vs Terminator was brilliant. Amazing graphics, really, really nice graphics for an 8-bit system on the Master System. Very impressive. The music is wicked. I love it. It's so addictive. It's just quality. The only thing that lets it down is it's got mega slowdown. Whether I play in 50 Hz or 60 Hz, it slows down like crazy. And I found on the boss battles, like on stage 3 boss battle, I get a lot of slowdown and a lot of sprite flicker, and you can't see the bullets coming from your gun, so you don't know if you're actually shooting anything. It's kind of weird, but it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I won this for, I think this was £2.50 I got this for. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. You know, if you're going to get a Master System, play RoboCop vs Terminator. It's quality. So the last game I picked up recently, guys, and one I was really happy to get, because when I originally found Mewtwo's channel, after a couple of days I'd got a bit of spare time and there was no videos in my subscriptions box, so I went and watched a lot of Alan's older videos that he put up, and I saw a gameplay for this game which I never knew existed on the Master System. I knew it was a big game on the NES, and so I was really interested to see how it translated on the Master System, and it looked really good, and Alan seemed impressed with it, so I thought, well, I'm going to give it a shot. And I managed to get it for a really good price, and it is Ninja Gaiden, or Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden, who the hell knows. Someone needs to actually come out and say how you pronounce this bloody game. But there you go, it's absolutely bloody brilliant. The graphics are just stunning, and the music is just beautiful. And the only thing that bugs me is that the cutscenes that they have are really well done. It's one of these games where you have really cool like NES cutscenes where you get like the little picture at the top to illustrate the scene and the text. But the text is so bloody fast, I can't read it. It just goes then it's on to the next bit, and I'm like, I can't read it. It's like, what's the point of that? So they missed the trick there. I don't know if that's because I've got it in 60 Hz mode and I need to knock it down to 50, and it might not do that. I'll have to try that, but it's frustrating nonetheless. And this game is balls hard, man. Jesus Christ, the amount of times that I'll be walking towards a level, talking towards the end of the screen would move, and one of those twats who holds a knife just comes running out and stabs me. Or I get like, I don't know if it's a wasp or what the hell it is, but it flies down and bugs you and smacks you in the face. Oh, it's so annoying. But it is, Ninja Gaiden is bloody brilliant. Really, really likes a lot on the Master System. Plays a treat, and the graphics and the music are just quality. Really, really, really good game. And when I'm buying this, there not many copies come up. They come up pretty regular, but only seems to be like 1 or 2 copies getting listed for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know nothing about the Master System, so I don't know what's rare, what's not. And I looked on the completed listings because this was the only box copy available at the time when I bought it. And it was on auction, starting bid 99 pence. And it was finishing at 1:30 in the morning, which was a pain in the arse because I wasn't willing to start that late just to find out if I could win it or not. I don't like to bid till the end because, you know, you just get out bid and the price goes too high, otherwise it inflates. But I checked the completed listings, and the only one I could find that was boxed and completed sold recently for $27.99. And I was like, shit, that's a lot of money for a Master System game. So I figured it must be like difficult to find. I mean, it's not rare because, you know, it keeps coming up, so it can't be rare. It's just hard to find, I assume. But yeah, I was like, oh, fair enough, okay. So I put a maximum bid of £25 on it, and that is a lot. I didn't really want to pay that for a Master System game, but I thought, you know, what the hell. I was going to wait up, and then I thought, no, I'm too tired, I need to go to bed. So it came to like, I think it was about 11:30, midnight. I thought, screw it, put £25 on it, and it was at £10.50 at that point. And I thought, well, I'm going to get outbid easily on this. I'm never going to win this one. I woke up next morning, no one bid on it. I got it for £10.50. So I was like, absolutely chuffed. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So yeah, so I got Ninja Gaiden. Quality game. And yeah, there will be more Master System games to come because they're so cheap to pick up and they're so brilliant to play. So I'll be picking up a lot more. So just have a count of how many I've actually bought recently. Okay. Yeah, so I've bought 23 games so far for the Master System. Jesus Christ. Plus I've obviously got, you know, Strider and Super Tennis from Alan as well. Plus I've got all those loose carts from 2 UK. I mean, Christ, I've got so much Master System stuff going on, it's great. What I would say is anybody out there who is thinking of buying a Master System, has never owned a Master System and is a bit wary of the system and doesn't really know if it's something they want to get into, I'd just say pick one up because they're so cheap to buy the console. I got my console for like £15, you know, bargain price. So if you just, you know, wait and just keep checking eBay, you will get a bargain. Or check a car boot, you never know, you might get lucky. But yeah, pick one up and just buy some games cheap. Just don't buy nows and don't do Amazon. Just do auctions. Look at all the auctions starting 99 pence and bid at the last 10 seconds and you'll get them for cheap prices. And they are absolutely brilliant, and I would absolutely recommend giving it a shot and see what you think. Also, because the machines are so cheap, if you don't like the console, it's not that big a loss. You know, you're not outlaying a lot of cash to try it out. And it's just an absolutely brilliant system, and I can totally understand why TT UK, Mewtwo and Ninja Bear Hug are such big fans of the console. It's just absolutely quality. So yeah, I'm a convert to the Sega Master System. Not something I thought I'd ever say, but I am. It's great. It's definitely in my top 3 systems without a doubt. It's vying for second place against the Xbox at the moment because it's just that good. But I don't know. It's a great system. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for sticking with me because I've just noticed this video is nearly an hour long. And I know I said it might be. I didn't actually expect it would be, but it has been. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. As always, I will see you all again soon.